Is that why he's being brought to hell? Because to be born blind is like a condition of hell, coming to this hell that we in already as an Israelite. Because that's who he dealt with. He's in the midst of Israel, not amongst everybody else. He came in the midst of Israel. So they asked the question, did he sin? How could this man sin? Who did sin? This man or his parents, that he was born blind? Verse 3, Mashayach answered, neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of the Most High should be made manifest in him. The works of the Most High could be shown in him. I must work the works of him that sent me. So you got to work the works of the Most High while it is day, because he is that light that shines bright in darkness. That's why he says, it's like hip talk. Like it's day, like it's light, we turn them lights out, it's going to be dark. You might stumble over the tables, you might stumble over the chairs. You know what I mean? You're not going to be able to see. That's what he's saying. This light means you'll be able to see the truth. See, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work, see? And the night came, and we fell in 70 AD. And now the night is really prevalent because all the people are in gross darkness. I'll tell you that in Isaiah 60:2. So the people are in gross darkness. So if you're in gross darkness, gross ignorance, then you're not seeing the light. You don't understand what you need to understand in understanding the precepts of this Bible. People are too lazy. They're not really studying it enough. They're not really looking at this to the point of really trying to make it to the kingdom, because it can happen any time. He escalate the prophecies, then where you're going to be at. It's very important. People take it lightly, like, okay, well, I got time. You don't have time. You don't know how much time you have. Young people dying, just falling off dying, man, or getting killed. You know, how many people have, just like right now, you sitting here, you sit in your house, sit wherever you are, drive by, go by, straight bullet hit you. It was your time. You don't know. That could happen at any time. Anytime. If it's your time, it's your time. That's why he said he got to work the works of him that sent him. That's the Most High. While it is day, the night cometh when no man can work. So as long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. That's why he said in Isaiah 8:20, to the law and to the testament, if they speak not according to this word, is because they have no light in them. They don't have a Mashayach Yahawashi in them. They don't understand the law, such commandments of the Most High, that he came to show us how to follow and be an example of how we can follow it. And when he had spoken, he spat on the ground and made clay of the spittle, and he anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay, and said unto him, go wash in the pool of Thaahwam, which is by interpretation sent. He went his way therefore and washed and came seeing. He came back seeing. He could see again. Well, I'll say, because the only way he saw is if he saw it in a previous life, because he was born blind, you see. But it was for that purpose that the Most High, well, I can't say that, because he said it wasn't, the man didn't sin. He wasn't born blind because he sinned. He was born blind so that he could do just what he did when he made him see. For the example for Israel, we require a sign. So everyone knew that he was born blind. Now he done made him see. Verse 8. The neighbors therefore, and they which before had seen him that he was blind, said, is not this he that sat in bed? Some said, this is he. Others said, he is like him. But he said, I am he. They couldn't believe it. Come on, I'm looking at you, looking at me. You can see me, and I was born blind, but then I could see. All of a sudden, what changed? It doesn't change itself for the fact he can see. It looked like him. Israel, something else, boy. Verse 9, some said, this is he. Others said, he is like him. But he said, I am he. This is me. Therefore said they unto him, how were thine eyes open? How you can see now? And he answered and said, a man that is called Yahawashi made clay and anointed mine eyes and said unto me, go to the pool of Siloam and wash. And I went and washed, and I received sight. Then said they unto him, where is he? He said, I don't know. He said, I know not. I don't know where he's at. Okay? They brought to the Pharisees him that aforetime was blind. So they brought him to the Pharisees. Mind you, the Pharisees is all about being over the people, keeping their power with the Roman Empire. You see? With the so-called Edomites, the Italian Caucasians, who was the superpower of the earth at that time. So they brought the blind man to the Pharisees. Check them out. And it was the Sabbath day, once again, when the Mashayach made the clay and opened his eyes on the Sabbath day. Then again, the Pharisees also asked him how he received his sight. He said unto them, he put clay upon mine eyes, I washed, and do see. That's what happened. Therefore said some of the Pharisees, this man is not of the Most High, because he keepeth not the Sabbath day. Others said, how could a man that is a sinner do such miracles? And there was a division among them. You see? That caused a division even among them. Because some saying, wow. They knew this man was blind how long? 38 years. And the Mashayach allowed him to see again. So there was division among them because some trying to say that he's wicked for doing it on the Sabbath day, being technical. You know what I mean? Being real technical. And some was like, hey man, how could this man be of the devil and he's doing such a miracle to make a man that could not see. They say unto the blind man again, what sayest thou of him? He hath opened thine eyes. He said, he is a prophet. But the Jews did not believe concerning him, that he had been blind and received his sight, until they called the parents of him that had received his sight. They called his parents to him. And they asked him, saying, is this your son, who you say was born blind? How then does he now see? Is this your son? Wasn't he born blind? Well, tell me, how is it now that he can see? His parents answered them and said, we know that this is our son, and that he was born blind, but by what means he now seeth, we don't know. We know not. They said, we don't know. Or who have opened his eyes? We know not. We don't know. He is of age. Ask him. He shall speak for himself. He's 38 years old. He can tell you what happened. These words spake his parents because they feared the Jews. These are Pharisees. They feared them. For the Jews had agreed already that if any man did confess that a Mashayach Yahawashi was a Mashayach, he should be put out of the synagogue. See how much they were against him, all these miracles he's doing? And where they at? He's doing it on the Sabbath day, but they all up in the temple. They all in the synagogue on the Sabbath day, while he's out there doing good on the Sabbath day. You see? And they're against him. He said, if you say that this man is, it's very important you see this. They ain't say Yahawashi. They said Mashayach, the anointed, the Messiah. that they knew, just like the Jewish people, they waiting on him to come. When he coming to judge and make war. Or anyone else that don't believe in the Mashayach Yahawashi, according to what we read here. Yeah, he coming all right. He gonna come and judge and make war with them. So they said, if you admitted, you said out of your mouth that he was Mashayach, you're gonna be put out of the synagogue. Therefore said his parents, he is of age, ask him. That's why they told him that their son was of age to ask him. Therefore said his parents, he is of age, ask him. Then again, called they the man that was blind, and said to them, give the Most High the praise. We know that this man is a sinner. He answered and said, whether he be a sinner or no, I know not. One thing I know, he said, whether he is a sinner or not, I don't know. He said, but one thing I do know, that whereas I was blind, now I see. Then said they to him again, what did he to thee? How opened he thine eyes? He answered them, I have told you already, and ye did not hear. Wherefore would ye hear it again? I told you one time. Want me to tell you again? Will ye also be his disciples? Oh man, he really cutting them. Because they said anybody confess that he's a Mashayach, they're going to be thrown out of the synagogue. And he said, hey, if I tell you again, you going to be his disciples? You going to fall under him? That's what he cut him right there. Then they reviled him and said, thou art his disciple. But we are Moses' disciples. We know that the Most High spake unto Moses. As for this fellow, we know not from whence he is. The man answered and said unto them, why herein is a marvelous thing, that ye know not from whence he is, and yet he hath opened mine eyes. He'd opened mine eyes, I could see. Now we know that the Most High heareth no sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of the Most High and doeth his will, which is what? Following the laws of Moses, following the laws, that's the will of the Most High, to do his commandments. Follow his rules and regulations. Him, he heareth. Since the world began, was it not heard that any man opened the eyes of one that was born blind? If this man were not of the Most High, he could do nothing. They answered and said unto him, thou wast altogether born in sins, and dost thou teach us? And they cast him out. Cast him out. Because he confessed the power of the Mashayach Yahawashi. Mashayach Yahawashi heard that they had cast him out, and when he had found him, he said unto him, dost thou believe on the Son of the Most High? He answered and said, who is he? Thaahwam, that I might believe on him. And Mashayach Yahawashi said unto him, thou hast both seen him, and it is he that talketh with thee. And he said, Mashayach Yahawashi, I believe, and he worshipped him. And Mashayach Yahawashi said, for judgment I am come into this world, that they which see not might see, and that they which see might be made blind. That's deep. So a lot of people think they seeing, and they perpetrating the fraud to make other people think that they're seeing. That's why he's going to make them blind. And those that are in darkness, that's why I say last shall be first and first shall be last. A lot of men have come into this truth, and still in the truth, so-called truth, I might say, and they're doing what they're doing, but they still had a spirit of the Pharisees. They knew the scriptures. They knew this, just like Satan knew the scriptures. No marvel, Satan appeared as an angel of light. No marvel, his ministers, he have ministers, they appear as an angel of light also. And some of the Pharisees which were with him heard these words and said unto him, are we blind also? Mashayach said unto them, if ye were blind, ye should have no sin. But now ye say, we see. Therefore your sin remaineth. Yeah. So, this moment I will stop.